Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going over the greatest love story that there is. In the 1910s, there was a man named Mr. Manchu. He was extremely well off, and so much that he didn't even know what to do with his money. He had everything that he could want. At least, that's what it seemed like from the outside. He could never admit it, but there was something missing in his life. There was something that he just didn't have and wanted. It was a girl named Rose.
Are you winning, son?
This is why I want a tripod.
Man, that is fire. Why would you want a tripod?
So that I don't have to do this. I can just edit this out, you know that, right?
But you won't.
So, he devised a plan to get this girl. He set out all of his real estates and just laid them open. Set out all of his cars, all of his chefs to cook her food and do whatever he wanted. And it seemed to work. She would come over and she would eat his food and drive his cars and sleep in his estates, but she would never do it while he was there. She would always go to a place that he wasn't at. And that kind of showed him that there was something wrong. Something that he could fix. And so, he decided to do something else. Because she would simply take what he was giving her and she would go away. And while this may sound kind of wrong for her to do, you have to understand, Rosie had just gotten out of an abusive relationship with her father, and she had run away, and so all she knew was that all men were despicable people trying to hurt her. So she took what she could, and she ran. But it was not only her doing this, there was one other person, Jackie. Oh yeah, her sister Jackie. We can't forget about her, can we? She was just as pretty, but looked very different. They didn't even look like they were sisters, in fact. She had dark brown hair with white strings of it kind of shaped in there, and it really made it pop, while Rosie simply had beautiful golden hair that was very thick and luscious. Now, Mr. Manchu and Jackie became best friends, in fact. They were always together. They would sit out on his estate and they would just simply spend time together, and they enjoyed it. But Mr. Manchu he wasn't satisfied. He wanted something else. He wanted Rosie. And Jackie knew it, and she was okay with it, in fact. In fact, she wanted it, because to both of them it was purely platonic, and neither of them wanted anything else than just merely friendship. This actually led to a huge development, though. And while neither of them knew it at the time, Rosie was becoming to grow jealous. She wanted her sister back because to her it seemed like Mr. Manchu had taken her sister. And so she decided that the only thing that she could do was to go up to them and talk. She was very nervous about this, and for a good reason. She, as I said earlier, had just gotten out of a very bad relationship and didn't really know what to think about him. And it didn't help that Mr. Manchu's manager really wanted to kill her, to get her out of her life. And while that sounds really bad, you do have to put into perspective that he was only trying to protect him and really did have his best interest in heart, even if it was a little bit sketchy. Back to the point though. Jackie was there too, at the house, and that was probably a good thing. They needed to talk. So they sat down, and they simply conversed. Rosie sniffed his hand, and Jackie rubbed up against him and laid down on his leg, while Rosie was at his right nearly asleep. Mr. Manchu was happy, and they were all just simply enjoying life while he pet them. Oh yeah, did I mention that Jackie and Rosie are dogs? More importantly, my dogs. Ain't they cute?
I'm a pretty boy living on the west side, popping blue pills and sipping on finest.
Well, thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, make sure to like it. And if you have any more suggestions for future videos, make sure to leave them in the comments. Bye-bye.